Can you imagine waking up one day and opening the curtains to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex walking through the streets of New York City? Hearing the panicked screams of the people, the emergency sirens, and the countless car horns fighting to escape and survive at all costs, what would be the first thing you would do? How do you think you would react to this event that looks like a hyper-realistic adaptation of Jurassic Park? What would happen in the most populated and cosmopolitan city in the world? You're in luck. In this video we're going to explore this crazy and fun hypothesis, and I'm going to tell you what the consequences would be for the lives of New Yorkers and the planet. So stay until the end and get ready to travel to the past, or to the future, I don't know anymore. New York is a city that has it all: skyscrapers, museums, parks, theaters, restaurants, stores, the world's largest brokerage house, and, of course, lots of people. More than 8 million people live in its 5 boroughs, and as if that weren't enough, it welcomes thousands of tourists and visitors every day. It is a city that never sleeps, that is always on the move, that is the financial, cultural, and media center of the world. There is not a person on the planet who does not know of the existence of New York. However, it is also a city that has suffered many disasters and threats, from terrorist attacks to hurricanes, pandemics, and blackouts, and this talking about real life, because we know that the movies are the favorites to receive these grooves. And as in this channel, we like to follow the trends of great directors, we are going to take this Tyrannosaurus to New York. After all, New Yorkers are famous for their resilience, pride, and sense of humor. Let's now see how they would deal with a giant dinosaur appearing out of nowhere. Tyrannosaurus Rex is one of the most fearsome predators that ever existed in the history of the Earth. It was about 12 meters long, weighed about 7 tons, and had a jaw capable of crushing bones with a force of 6 tons. Its name means Tyrant Lizard King, and no wonder. It dominated the late Cretaceous period, some 66 million years ago, until it was wiped out along with most of the dinosaurs by the impact of a large meteorite. But what if that meteorite had never fallen? What if some dinosaurs had survived and evolved to the present day? Well, they would probably be very different. But what if one of them had traveled back in time and arrived in New York tomorrow? The first thing that would happen is that the Tyrannosaurus Rex would cause panic and chaos in the city. People would run for cover, cars would crash, alarms would go off, and buildings would collapse, not by themselves, of course. The dinosaur would show no mercy to anyone and would eat anything that moved, from dogs and cats to humans, and even animals that to us seem large and imposing. The media would echo the news, and the whole world would be dumbfounded. Authorities would try to stop the monster, using everything from guns to helicopters to tanks. But the Tyrannosaurus Rex would be very difficult to bring down, considering that it has thick, tough skin. Moving at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour could cause a domino effect in the ecosystem, upsetting the balance of species and food chains. But not everything would be negative. There would also be people who would be fascinated by the Tyrannosaurus Rex, not only for the spectacle but no doubt more than one would want to study it, protect it, and preserve it. Scientists would have a unique opportunity to learn more about dinosaurs, their physiology, their behavior, and their genetics. Ecologists would have a strong argument to defend biodiversity and the environment. Artists would have a source of inspiration to create works of art. Children would have a new idol to admire and play with. Entrepreneurs would have a new way of doing business, selling everything from t-shirts and toys to tours and experiences with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, if a Tyrannosaurus Rex were to arrive in New York tomorrow, it would be an incredible situation and one that might even have some advantages. Now, this is on the human side. But do you think that this immeasurable beast would allow it to be the center of attraction, or do you think it would not be possible to tame it? Undoubtedly, this is a situation that would change the history of mankind, and that makes us reflect on our place in the world, our past, and our future. Would you like it to happen? What would you do if you saw it? Let me know in the comments box, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to discover mysteries beyond our time. See you next time.